Distinguished invitees, colleagues, and dear graduates, please take your seats. Kindly note that as the model code of conduct due to Manjalpur Assembly by-election is in progress, we need to adhere to the election guidelines and no political statements must be made. Distinguished invitees, colleagues, and dear graduates, the academic procession is arriving. Please rise.
Chando mitrasham varunah, chando bhavatvarjava, channa indro brihaspatihi, channo vishnurukramaha, namo brahmane, namaste vayo, tvameva pratyaksham brahmasi, tvameva pratyaksham brahma vadishyami, ritam vadishyami, satyam vadishyami, tanma bhavatu, tadbhaktara bhavatu, avatu mam, avatu bhaktaram. Om shanti shanti shanti. Vedamanochyacharyon devasina manushasti. Satyam vada dhamman jara swadhyayaan ma pramadah. Acharyaya priyandhanamahritya prajatantam ma vyavachetsi. Satyanna prabhaditavayam, dharmanna prabhaditavayam, kushalanna prabhaditavayam, bhutyaina prabhaditavayam, svadhyaya pravachanabhyanna prabhaditavayam, devapitrikaryabhyanna prabhaditavayam, matradevo bhava, pitradevo bhava, acharyadevo bhava, atiथिदेवो bhava. Yanyanavadyani karmani, tani sevitāvyani, no itarani, yanyasmakagam sucharitani, tani tvajopāsyani, no itarani, eke chasmachredagam so brahmanaha, tesham tvajasadena prashvasitavyam, shraddhajadejam, ashraddhajadejam, Shrijadejam, Dhrijadejam, Bhijadejam, Samvidadejam, Athajadite karma vichikitsa va vritta vichikitsa va syat, etatra brahmana sammarjinaha, yukta ayuktaha, aloksha dharmakamasyoh,
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sufala, Malayaj Sheetala, Shasya Shyamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Shubhra Jyotsna Pulakitayamini, Pullakusumita Drumadal Shobhini, Suhasini Sumadhur Bhashini, Sukhadam Varadam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Koti Koti Kantha Kal Kal Ninad Karale, Koti Koti Bhujai Dhrit Khar Karwale, Ke Bole Ma Tumi Abale, Bahubal Dharidim Namami Taridim, Ripudal Varidim Mataram, Vande Mataram. Tumi Vidya, Tumi Dharma, Tumi Hridi, Tumi Marma, Tvam hi Prana Sharire, Bahute Tumi Ma Shakti, Hridaye Tumi Ma Bhakti, Tumarai Pratima Gadi Mandire Mandire, Vande Mataram. शश प्रहरण धारिणी कमला कमल दल विहारिणी वाणी विद्यादायिनी नमामि त्वां नमामि कमलाम् अमलाम् अतुलाम् सुजलां सुफलां मातरं वन्दे मातरं श्यामलां सरलां सुस्मितां भूषितां धरणीं भरणीं मातरं वन्दे Distinguished invitees, colleagues, and dear graduates, please take your seats. On behalf of the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, and the GSV fraternity, I extend a warm welcome to all the dignitaries, invitees, press, and media. GSV also welcome the graduating students and their proud parents. Kindly note that as the Model Code of Conduct due to Manjalpur Assembly by-elections is in progress, we need to adhere to the election guidelines and no political statements must be made. I request the Registrar of GSV to initiate the proceeding of the convocation.
I invite Professor Manoj Chaudhary, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya, to declare the fourth convocation of Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya open.
I declare the fourth convocation of Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya open.
May I invite Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Manoj Chaudhary for welcome address and to present the university report.
Good afternoon. We are privileged to have with us today respected Shri Kinjarapu Rammohan Naidu ji, Honorable Civil Aviation Minister of India, as the chief guest of today's convocation ceremony. We are thankful to respected Shri Ashwini Vaishnaw ji, Honorable Union Minister of Railways, Information and Broadcasting, Electronics and Information Technology, who is the Chancellor of the Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya, who has guided the university very well. Very inspirational, the Metro Man of India, Shri E. Sreedharan Ji, who is our guest of honor at today's convocation ceremony. Her Highness, Rajmata of Vadodara, Srimati Shubhanginiraje Gaekwad Ji, a member of GSV Court. Shri Samir Kumar Sinha Ji, Secretary Civil Aviation, a member of GSV Court. Shri Sreedharan Singh Ji, CEO of Tata Advanced Systems Limited. Members of the Executive Council, members of the Academic Council, members of the Finance Committee, members of the Affiliation and Recognition Board, distinguished guests, dear parents and graduates, my dear faculty and staff members, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. This is the fourth convocation of Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya. In today's convocation, students who are meeting all the academic requirements for the award of the respective degrees in respective disciplines, a total of 121 students with the following breakup, 90 BTech and 31 MBA, shall be awarded their degrees. I congratulate all the students who are graduating today. I also congratulate the parents of the graduating students and the teachers of these students who made this day possible. For the first time in the history of GSV, we shall also be conferring our first ever PhD through honoris causa. Dear friends, Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya is India's first university in the transportation and logistics sector. It was established through an act of parliament in 2022 and is operating under the Ministry of Railways. The university stands by its unique value proposition to offer logistics and transportation focused applied education, training, skilling, and research. The university follows a demand-driven curriculum while aligning with industry priorities. GSV shall lead the teaching and research and training in the entire transportation and logistics sector with the vision of innovation-led, industry-driven university for creating, assimilating, and imparting excellence of knowledge and actions that accelerate development in the transport and logistics sector. To this objective and vision, the university has made very rapid strides and significant progress in the last 3.5 years across all the dimensions of industry-driven curriculum, executive training programs, research and industry partnership to set up a strong foundation to be India's and world's best university in the transportation and logistics sector. With its values focusing on commitment to innovation and academic excellence, compassion towards all individuals and society, responsibility towards the environment, the university is guided by its court consisting of 31 members, and we are very blessed to have several of the members present here today. Recently, on December 18, 2025, we had the second meeting of the University Court in New Delhi, wherein we defined several new important areas, that is to focus on maritime engineering, bridge and tunnel engineering, defense logistics, etc., apart from the existing curriculum that we already have. We are very well guided by our Executive Council, which is a perfect synergy between academia, industry, and government, and so is the case with Academic Council, Finance Committee. Recently, with a lot of requests coming from the defense forces, particularly, we have set up an affiliation also from the aviation sector. We have set up affiliation and recognition board so that we can increase the scale and impact across various sectors pertaining to our university. In terms of academics, we are running several important programs. Currently, we have 7 BTech programs, and those BTech programs, we have entry through JEE mains exam through JOSA counseling. 4 of these programs focus on railway engineering, 1 program in aviation engineering that we started 2 years back. This year, we are starting a BTech in maritime engineering, and we already 3 years back started an important program, BTech in artificial intelligence and data science, to focus on transport and logistics sector. We know that several of our people who are working in the industry need to be upskilled in 21st century. So we have created several important programs for working professionals, including MTech program in railway engineering, intelligent transport systems, unique program in bridge and tunnel engineering, road and highway engineering, and PhD program. In the management areas, we are offering MBA in port and shipping logistics jointly with Indian Maritime University, MBA in logistics and supply chain management, India's only program, MBA in metro rail management, MBA in multimodal transportation. This year, we are starting MBA in aviation operations and management, infrastructure asset management, digital maritime. That is, we are focusing across all the sectors, railways, highways, aviation, maritime, logistics, and so on. This year, we are also taking a big step. All the probationer officers who are joining Indian Railways, when they do their probation period under Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya supervision, we shall also award an MBA degree to them in railway technology and operations. Therefore, all officers of Indian Railways, henceforth, before they take the field posting, shall be an alumni of Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya. We have 5 very, very important centers to focus on our nation's growth. Center for Executive and Continuing Education is to train officers who are already working. Center for Transport Planning and PM Gati Shakti National Master Plan. Center for Transport Safety, Center for Bridge Design, as well as Bridge Structural Health Monitoring, and a Center for Infrastructure Project Management, as our country is executing a large number of infrastructure projects. Thanks to Airbus, we have set up a Center of Excellence for Aerospace Studies. I am so thankful to Honorable Civil Aviation Minister, who was the chief guest when this important agreement with Airbus was signed. This Center of Excellence is focusing on sustainable aviation fuel. I am also very thankful to Australia's New South Wales Transport Department. With them, we are jointly working on adaptive traffic management solution, deploying the pilot project in the city of Vadodara firstly. And I'm thankful that members from New South Wales Transport are present today in this convocation. In terms of sponsored research, we are focusing very strongly apart from Airbus project that we are doing. I'm very happy to say one of the leading logistics players in the world, Amazon, has a funded project and a chair professor position at this university, and several important projects are being funded at this university by the industry. In terms of sponsored R&D project, I'm very happy to report that in this financial year, which started, we are into the 4th month of that, we have already received a commitment from 5 railway PSUs to the tune of 86 crore rupees towards CSR support, corporate social responsibility support, to set up a center of excellence in precision manufacturing at this university. We hosted very important dignitaries last year, including Minister of State, Railways, Shri Ravneet Singh Bittu ji, Shri Somaiya ji, and an important delegation from France, which was later on highlighted during Honorable Prime Minister's visit to France in terms of declaration of intent that for railway industry, Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya shall be a knowledge partner and further build on capacity building and skill building. In terms of our students, we have the brightest students. They have brought important laurels for the university. Just to give an example, a team of Kanishk Kuswaha, Vikram, Vikrant, Hers, and Radhesam, they were the first runner-up in the 13th ACM IKDD International Conference on Data Science. Several other important student laurels are brought by the students to the university. As a university, we are increasing scholarly publications from Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya with a significant growth. In last 1 year, since the last convocation, 27 papers in reputed journals were published by the university faculty, in addition to 16 papers in the conferences. One important thing that we realize is, when we train officers, whether the officers are of railways, officers are of defense forces, officers are of civil services, it is not one-way teaching that we do. They come with a lot of field experience and field problems. We want to ensure that all discussions that happen during those training programs are well captured as a knowledge repository. Towards that, GSV has set up a GSV publication cell, and this year we have published 8 books based on those case studies which are coming from these discussions, focusing on urban mobility, focusing on service operations management, on PPP partnership for infrastructure project management, intelligent transportation, and so on. This year, in addition to 13 patents that we had so far till last convocation, we have 2 more important patents that have been applied for, and we are moving towards translation research. This being a new university, I'm very happy to report that university has gone all out to work with industry and establish its role amongst the stakeholders. This year, more than 100 invited talks by the university faculty members, including around 50 talks on national television related to topics related to railways, aviation, semiconductor, infrastructure sector were given, thereby establishing university as a thought leader across the entire country for the infrastructure sector. Further, in terms of executive training program, last year for training of officers, we conducted more than 30 programs, training 900 officers physically in our university, including officers from railways, wherein not only for probationary officers, officers with mid-career program, for management development program, for officers with around 20 years experience, their advanced management programs, training programs now being conceived for DRM level and GM level training programs were done. In addition, 12 courses for the officers of Army, Air Force, and Navy were conducted to focus on logistics and supply chain excellence. And in particular, I want to highlight 2 very, very important programs. One program with Indian Air Force in the presence of the Chief of Air Staff was done in Delhi, future leaders in technologistics. So technology role into Indian Air Force was emphasized, wherein 300 officers physically as well as 1,500 officers online participated in that program. Only in last month, we concluded an important training program for Indian Army on artificial intelligence role in military logistics and sustainment, thereby focusing on role of technology to modernize logistics and supply chain officers for our defense services. Last year, more than 400 officers from 45 different countries came to Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya for various training programs through Ministry of External Affairs to train on urban mobility, infrastructure, project management, and so on. In terms of our faculty, We have 43 very strong faculty members, regular plus 75 visiting faculty members who are experts in the respective sectors, whether in railways, aviation, and so on. This year, 3 of our faculty members were listed in the top 2% scientists by the Stanford University, and Professor Jitesh Thakkar was awarded the Research Excellence Award by one of the most important journal publication house, that is in the applied science category. Further, in terms of external collaborations, GSV is an industry-driven university. At this moment, we have 75 active MOUs, not only signed, but implemented in practice. Some of the most important MOUs I want to highlight that were signed in this year. Of course, with Airbus, with Placer, with L&T, with Siemens, we have been working for many years. This year, we signed important MOU with SAP, that is Europe's biggest software maker, to focus on logistics software, on Vadodara Municipal Corporation, locally for support them for bridge and highway and the road construction, focusing on sustainable aviation fuel, with DRDO for the defense capacity building, for Safran, that is one of the large engine MRO facility they have set up in Hyderabad in the presence of Honorable Chief Guest, with Amazon, with GMR, again in the aviation sector, with Capacity Building Commission to build capacity for civil services officers across the country, with Director General of Civil Aviation, DGCA office, to have a uniform, harmonious curriculum for aircraft maintenance engineering across the whole country. I want to thank Honorable Minister for leading that MOU. Recently, we signed our important MOU with VOC Port to focus on the maritime sector capacity building and modernization of our port. In terms of promoting PM Gati Shakti National Master Plan and National Logistics Policy, Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya is a nodal agency across all of India, and I'm very happy to report that the 15-hour course that we curated is very well taken across whole of the country. Today, you will find every district and corner of the country with people who have been trained by Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya, because 5,85,000 officers of Government of India registered for the course, and so far 2.4 lakh officers and government employees have completed the course, and therefore we can truly say that we are leading the PM Gati Shakti usage and strongly encouraging that for efficient infrastructure planning in the whole of the country. In terms of placements, we are working on industry-driven approach. How do we convert that for tangible results for our students? Apart from excellent education and building their skills, university has a very strong career development center, and I'm very, very happy to report that this year, out of all the students who were eligible to sit in the placement, those who have graduated, and you all can tell me, 100% of the students received the placement before they are graduating at this institution. An absolute 100% achievement in Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya. With prominent employers over the years, I want to acknowledge the MD of Dedicated Freight Corridors in Praveen Ji sitting here, year after year, the largest employer of Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya. From Kinet, Dimitri is here. This year, they hired a large number of people who shall help maintain our Vande Bharats of the future, with Siemens, with Alstom, with Kinet, all across. One very important thing I want to highlight, besides the 100% placement, sir, all 100% students from Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya went into the core industry. Not IT industry, not services, but the core industry of transportation and logistics. Therefore, strengthening the reason why the university was set up, and we want to accelerate that further. In terms of internship, I was telling Honorable Minister in the car that this year our aviation engineering students who are coming to the third year went to internship into Airbus, to GMR, and to Safran, getting world-class internship. GSV takes pride in arranging internship for all 100% of our students. Internship arranged by the universities. They go for internship in railway divisions, in railway PSUs, railway production units, private sector, and so on. And this is a very important way to build industry-ready talent. We have 2 chair professor positions set up by Airbus as well as Amazon, and these people are helping us strongly with the industry level connect. We have very excellent and efficient human resources that run our administration at across all levels. Sir, I'm very happy to say that currently in the campus, Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya campus at Lal Bagh, we are undergoing tremendous construction activity to build new academic block that will house an auditorium of 524-seater. Next year, we will have convocation in our university's auditorium. We are building 24 classrooms. We are building laboratory blocks, 60 laboratories. We are building a hostel for 1,258 students. All this construction is expected to be complete by September of this year, and we are hopeful that once that construction is complete, we can do much more based on our infrastructure. In addition to that, I want to particularly thank the Chief Minister of Gujarat, Honorable Shri Bhupendra Bhai Patel ji, that at second convocation, when he was the chief guest, he announced 89 acres of land availability in the city of Vadodara for Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalay's additional campus. And all the relevant papers have now been given to us for us to start master planning and construction of additional campus in Vadodara. We are a very inclusive university. I'm very happy to report that out of our own funds, the fees that we collect, we support 20% of our students through financial assistance to students who are meritorious and needy. Last year, we supported 97 students worth 1,35,000 crore rupees from GSV's own funds. In addition to that, corporates have come a very big way to support Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalay's meritorious and needy students for transportation sector, unparalleled in whole of India. Today, 95 of our meritorious and needy students are supported by corporates, including Airbus, 45 students, which again was signed in the presence of Honorable Chief Guest, Siemens, Placer India, Central Warehousing Corporation, Chetak, Nippon, and many corporates are coming forward to support students to build talent in future for transportation and logistics sector. Our students are very, very bright and vibrant student community, organizing cultural activities, sports activities, and focusing on technical activities through organizing dedicated technical, cultural, and sports festival. We arrange industrial visits mandatory. During the summer, students go for summer internship. But during the semester also, we do a lot of industrial visits for our students. We take them, for example, to the Operations and Control Center of Ahmedabad by dedicated freight corridor. We have taken them to Jindal Stainless Steel. We have taken them to Konkan Railway facilities this year. To conclude, ladies and gentlemen, with a mindset of reform, perform, and transform, our country has progressed very rapidly in the last 12 years. Infrastructure and logistics are the key enablers to become Viksit Bharat by 2047. It is in this context that Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya, being India's only university in the transport and logistics sector, has a huge responsibility and mandate to fulfill. Recently, under the direction of our Honorable Chief Guest, Shri Naidu ji, and Honorable Chancellor, Shri Ashwini Vaishnaw ji, GSV and DGCA signed a monumental partnership for the aviation sector of the country. I am very happy to report that as an execution of that MOU, a joint steering group of DGCA and GSV has already finalized a nationwide curriculum for Bachelor of Science in Aircraft Maintenance Engineering for whole of the country to strengthen the MRO sector for the nation. GSV is advancing at a very rapid pace, both across regular education, research, and executive education across multiple sectors of transportation. With our vision to be industry-driven and innovation-led, we are accelerating our foundational journey with the active involvement of all the stakeholders. We need to always remember, and particularly true for all of us who think we have achieved a lot, what lies behind us is nothing comparable to what lies within us and what lies ahead of us. I repeat, what lies behind us is nothing comparable to what lies within us and what lies ahead of us. Therefore, we have so much to learn from our guest of honor, Shri Sreedharan Ji, today in this aspect, that how much one can do with energy, with infectious drive. Your good wishes, support, and partnership have made the achievements that I have described so far possible. It is a result of absolute teamwork. This day is a moment to reflect with pride our achievement, but also a day to set bigger goals and higher benchmarks for a glorious future. It is an honor to have with us such distinguished leaders who have made tremendous contributions to India's growth momentum on this historic occasion of fourth convocation. I congratulate the graduating students and eagerly anticipate the impact they will make in the world as responsible citizens through their talent, education, work, and character. I also heartily congratulate the parents of the students The students who are receiving their degree today, your countless sacrifices and blessings are resulting into the successes of today. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Now we proceed for the award of degrees. Request the students to line up for the degree in the order B.Tech Electronics and Communication Engineering, Specialization in Rail Engineering, B.Tech Civil Engineering, Specialization in Rail Engineering, B.Tech Mechanical Engineering, Specialization in Rail Engineering, MBA in Logistics and Supply Chain Management. Further, we have graduating batches from our dedicated programs for working professionals, namely MBA in Logistics and Supply Chain Management, MBA in Metro Rail Management. May I invite our Honorable Vice Chancellor to kindly present the degree certificates to the students who have successfully completed their examinations and are found qualified for the award of degrees. I invite Professor R. Edwin Raj to present the candidates from the School of Technology with their respective degrees.
Let the candidates be presented for the award of the degree of Bachelor of Technology.
I present 53 candidates in person and 4 in absentia who met the requirements for the award of degree of B.Tech Electronics and Communication Engineering, Specialization in Rail Engineering. I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Abhinav Raj, Aditya Kumar Rai, Adrija Bose, Agnibo Bhagat, Amit Kumar Bagel, Ankit Singh Patel, Antika Yadav, Ashutosh Kumar, Atul Tiwari, Atulya Johari, Ayush Srivastava, Bala Sahib Rajkumar Sabne, Banani Paul, Bipul Sikter, Vinay Vinod Kumar Swarasya, Devesh Bharati. Divyanshi Arya. Hariom Chaube. Ishan Jaishwal. Janmesh Sharma. Jatin Kumar Jha. K.M. Yalisai Prabhu. Kaushal Raj. Krishna Nagura. Levin Jain Vinay Dattu. Muhammad Niaz Hussain. Muhammad Imran. Nandan Soni. Nitesh Kumar Singh. Nitish Bharadwaj. Nitish Yadav. Para Satvik. Parag Nema. Prakriti Singh. Priyansh Tiwari. Rahul Yadav. Raushan Kumar. Satyam Patel. Shalini Raj. Shobit Dubey, Shri Krishna Pandey, Shubham Kumar Singh, Sumant Kumar, Swapnil Madesya, Darshanya Sen, Ulas Vardhan Jaishwal, Utkarsh Singh, Vivek Yadav, Soham Rajesh Vani, Anshu Kumar, Shrey Dikshit, Vineet Kumar, Vivek Kumar Singh, I present 11 candidates in person and 3 in absentia who met the requirements for the award of the degree of B.Tech Civil Engineering Specialization in Rail Engineering. I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Aditya Raj Singh, Ankush, Anup Singh, Aryan Berlia, Durgesh Kumar Lega, Gargi Mishra, Pratiksha Sharad Jagtap, Nidhi Prabhakar, Venkatesh Omprakash Jantikar, Vivek Kumar, Sandeep Patel. I present 15 candidates in person and 4 in absentia who met the requirements for the award of the degree of B.Tech Mechanical Engineering, specialization in rail engineering. I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Abhinandan Kumar Gupta. Aman Sharma. Ananda Padmanabhan, MGS. Ankush Dubey. Devanshu Raj. Gittaluru Pradeep Chakravarti. Kanjarla Pavan. Malot Sri Krishna Chandra. Selva Akash. Sheikh Aman Imran. Saubhagya Shukla. Swayam Swarup Giri. Utkarsh. Uttam Sandilya. Shashank Shekhar. All recipients of the degree of Bachelor of Technology, all branches, please rise. Request the Honorable Vice Chancellor to admit the Bachelor of Technology students.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Vice Chancellor and Chairman of the Academic Council of Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya, I admit each of these candidates to the degree of Bachelor of Technology and charge them to prove worthy of the same throughout their lives.
All recipients of the degrees of Bachelor of Technology, please take your seats.
Thank you, Professor R. Edwin Raj. Now I invite Professor Jitesh J. Thakkar to present the candidates from School of Management with their respective degrees.
Let the candidates be presented for the award of the degree of Master of Business Administration.
I present 14 candidates in person and 4 in absentia who met the requirements for the award of the degree of MBA, Logistics and Supply Chain Management. I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Akanksha Singh. Akshat Singh Chauhan, Ashwin P, Veerbhadre Chetan, Dhruv Dinesh Sharma, Harshit Patel, Neeraj Chaudhary, Nikhil Shankar, Rajat Kishore Suryavanshi, Rishabh Tripathi, Sarthak Nimavarkar, Snehil, Sujit Kumar, Sumit Sanodia, I present 5 candidates in person who met the requirements for the award of the degree of MBA Logistics and Supply Chain Management under Working Professionals Program. I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Brijendra Mishra, Deepak Singla, Dishant Parekh, Pawan Sahitani, Suresh Rajendra Kumar, I present 5 candidates in person and 3 in absentia who met the requirements for the award of the degree of MBA Metro Rail Management under Working Professionals Program. I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Krishna Kardak, Pranab Tandon, Rajiv Mohan Mishra, Subrat Kumar Nayak, Taher Ali. All recipients of the degree of Master of Business Administration, please rise. Request the Honorable Vice Chancellor to admit the Master of Business Administration students.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Vice Chancellor and Chairman of the Academic Council of Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya, I admit each of these candidates to the degree of Master of Business Administration and charge them to prove worthy of the same throughout their lives.
All recipients of the degree of Master of Business Administration, please take your seats.
Thank you, Professor Jitesh J. Thakkar. Rajmata of Baroda, Her Highness Srimati Shubhanginiraje Gaekwad was born on 24th February 1945. She has graduated with honors in history, English literature, and economics from Lucknow University. Throughout her life, Her Highness has been active in preserving and restoring several aspects of Baroda's history and culture. She has worked actively in reviving the dying weaving traditions of royal textiles, particularly chanderis, for which she has received much acclaim and accolades, including Lifetime Achievement Awards from CDS Foundation, Ahmedabad. She had the privilege of working with teachers and students and strongly advocates universal free primary education for basic literacy to all adults as well as children, with special emphasis on the girl child. She has also been actively engaged with several social service organizations, especially connected with women welfare and their social and economic empowerment, and had held important positions such as President of Mahila Sahakari Bank, Trustee of Sir Sayaji Rao Diamond Jubilee and Memorial Trust, President and Trustee of Maharani Shanta Devi Hospital, President of Maharani Chinmabai Stri Udyogalay, President of Maharaja Fateh Singh Museum Trust. She is the President of Society for Clean Environment, So Clean, and member Worldwide Fund for Nature India. Rajmata Shubhanginiraje Gaekwad is the Chancellor of the esteemed Maharaja Sayaji Rao University of Baroda. We are honored to have Rajmata Her Highness Shubhanginiraje Gaekwad Ji as a member of court, Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya. May I now request our esteemed guest, Rajmata Her Highness Shubhanginiraje Gaekwad Ji, to bless the graduating students.
Honorable Chancellor, Shri Ashwini Vaishnaw Ji, who is not able to be present here today. Honorable Chief Guest, Shri Kinjarapu Rammohan Naidu Ji. Respected Guest of Honor, Shri E. Sreedharan Ji. Vice Chancellor, Professor Manoj Chaudhary. Shri Samir Kumar Sinha Ji, Secretary of Civil Aviation, Shri Sukharan Singh, CEO of Tata Analytics Systems, esteemed faculty members, distinguished members of the court and academic council, esteemed faculty members, proud parents, dear graduates, and all the guests present here today. It gives me immense pleasure to be present at the 4th convocation of Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya. My heartfelt congratulations to all the graduating students, the medal winners, the faculty, and the families whose encouragement and sacrifices have made this achievement possible. A convocation is not merely the culmination of academic learning, it marks the beginning of a lifelong journey of service, innovation, and leadership. Today, you step into a world that is being transformed by technology, sustainability, and unprecedented connectivity. The knowledge you have acquired here will help shape the future of India's transportation and logistic ecosystem. Holding this convocation in Vadodara makes this occasion particularly meaningful. Our city has a proud legacy of visionary leadership under the Maharaja Sayajirao Gaekwad III, whose contributions to education, public administration, and infrastructure continue to inspire us even today. Maharaja Sayajirao firmly believed that progress depended upon embracing the most advanced technologies of his time. He recognized that efficient transportation was essential for economic growth and social development and good governance. Under his leadership, the Baroda state significantly expanded its railway network, connecting Baroda to all corners of Gujarat. These investments strengthened commerce, agriculture, and industries across the region. His vision, however, extended beyond railways alone. He actively promoted modern roads, bridges, urban transport infrastructure, ensuring that the state remained connected and forward-looking. It is therefore fitting that Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya, a pioneering institution dedicated to transportation and logistics, carries forward this very spirit of innovation. The university's emphasis on multidisciplinary action, education and advanced research, digital technologies, sustainable mobility, and integrated infrastructure aligns perfectly with India's vision of becoming a global leader in modern transport system. My young graduates, you are entering an era where artificial intelligence, high-speed rail, intelligent logistics, green mobility, drones, digital infrastructure, etc., and governance are redefining how nations developed. As you embark upon your professional journeys, pursue excellence, but remain grounded in values. Our country has a lot of hope on the educated youth. Your contribution to nation building will be very significant. Please keep in mind two issues such as climate change and environmental damage in all your decision makings. I also extend my sincere appreciation to the faculty members, researchers, staff of the university, whose dedication has nurtured these young minds. Your contribution to nation building extends far beyond the classrooms. मुझे विश्वास है कि राष्ट्र निर्माण में आप सबका महत्वपूर्ण योगदान रहने वाला है। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
Thank you, Her Highness, for your blessings and kind words. Shri Sukaran Singh Ji, CEO and Managing Director of Tata Advanced Systems, has been with the Tata Group for over 2 decades. Since then, he has led the company's growth into one of India's leading private sector aerospace and defense companies, with capabilities spanning the entire value chain from design and engineering to manufacturing, systems integration, and life cycle support. Today, Tata Advanced Systems is involved in some of India's most significant aerospace and defense programs, working alongside global partners and India's defense ecosystem. Shri Sukaran Ji completed his bachelor's in economics from St. Stephen's College in Delhi, a degree in politics, philosophy, economics from the Oxford University, and an MBA from the University of Chicago. May I request our distinguished guest, Shri Sukaran Singh Ji, to say a few words on this occasion.
Let me just begin by saying that I'm honored to be invited to this convocation. And my respects to Rajmata Gaekwad Ji, to Honorable Minister Shri Naidu, to Shri Ashwini Vaishnaw, who's not here today, as well as to Dr. Hemang Joshi, and Mr. Sinha, who's the Secretary for Ministry of Civil Aviation, as well as to Professor Chaudhary. I will just, in the interest of time, share 2-3 perspectives. First and foremost, many congratulations to everyone out here who has received their degrees. As I was sitting on the stage and sort of tried to look into the eyes of all of you who came on stage to receive your degrees. I not only feel that you have spent so much time in getting these degrees and all your struggles and celebrations, but I think we as Tatas or industry, I begin to feel a new sense of responsibility, because at the end of the day, it is companies who actually have to absorb you and give you meaningful employment. So at some level, it also makes me think much harder about how companies like ours can be more proactive in suggesting things to you which may be of interest to you. Having said that, let me just simply share a few points, if I could, that it is actually also really interesting to come to GSV and understand firsthand the mandate that this university has, which is to really bring students who are emerging into the employment world to already be much closer to industry and their requirements, their challenges, and opportunities. Clearly, this is a differentiated thing across many universities, which start much earlier in theoretical understanding, which is very, very important. But at the same time, the fact that you are already thinking about industry problems is great. Having said that, I would like to offer 1 or 2 ideas. As I have spent a few minutes talking to some of your esteemed professors, that might make people like us from the Tata Group, at least aerospace and defense, which is what I lead, to be more thoughtful about our approach to you. So number 1, I would say, is that certainly at a very hygiene level, it would be very interesting to see online a lot of the case studies that I think Professor Chauhan mentioned, of all the training that you've done, how you've done it, who you've done it, and so on and so forth. Our teams should be looking at it so that we can decide whether we can also go forward with it. But I think training is great and it's really important, but I would also suggest, if it's possible at all, to go into product innovation. Here I would say the very fact that you're grounded with railways is a huge opportunity. The little that I know about technology and railways, it is an ocean of a subject. If we can actually start offering development projects and seeing whether your students can actually participate in those to complete it, if railways was going to meaningfully look at it for adoption, that would be a game changer. Along with, and it doesn't have to be product innovation for railways, it can be for so many other areas which are related to it. Second thing I would simply quickly say is that India in defense, there is a great lack of testing infrastructure and everything that goes with it, including the licenses and all of that. If you create an environment here where any startup or a big company can formulate a testing requirement and offer it to you, and you can offer the person to come, and maybe there is some infrastructure, certainly the regulation you allow to happen, what would happen is 2-3 different things. Companies would be very much interested in approaching you for that, but your students would be able to get their hands very familiar with industry problems which otherwise may not happen for a very long time in your careers. So early exposure to development, completing the development cycle, in addition to thinking about manufacturing and all that, would be very, very helpful. And I can certainly assure you that companies like ours would be keen to be proactive about it, because with it would come perhaps all the cleaning up of the licensing and regulation, because when you test something new, by definition, you should have a very free environment. I would also add to product innovation and testing, if you can effectively expand your mandate beyond, if I dare say, transportation and logistics. Tata Advanced Systems, of course, participates in many areas which overlap with what you do. So aerospace, we're building as you know, the first aircraft plant here in Vadodara, very proud of that. C295, which the first aircraft Tata made, will come out in partnership with Airbus in September of this year. We are building a final assembly line for a helicopter plant in Bangalore. We are actually probably one of the largest in drones. We don't talk much about it, but certainly we have the full stack. And but beyond aerospace, we also we are building factories to produce artillery guns, to produce armored vehicles. We do a lot of aerostructures work for Boeing, Airbus, and so on and so forth. So there is a lot of areas that we can cover. And should you be able to see how you can expand your mandate, I would be keen to see that. Having said that, let me just end by simply saying that I really like your motto that I just read, which is be the transformation. And I think in your lives, if you follow that, that'd be great, which basically in my language translates into that try to attack hard problems. Do not do the stepwise approach in life, because life is short. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your profound address and sharing such an enriching experience of your life. Popularly known as the Metro Man of India, Shri E. Sreedharan Ji is largely credited for changing the face of public transport in India by his leadership in building Konkan Railway and the Delhi Metro, earning him the prestigious Padma Vibhushan Award for his remarkable contributions. Dr. Sreedharan was born on 12th June 1932 in the Palakkad district of Kerala. He completed his civil engineering from the Government Engineering College, Kakinada, known as JNTU, followed by Master's degree in Structural Engineering from IIT Kharagpur. He joined Railways in 1953 as a probationary assistant engineer in the Southern Railways. In 1963, Dr. Sreedharan was made in charge of the rebuilding of the Pamban Bridge. He completed the construction of the bridge in only 46 days, though he was given 6 months to do the same. Dr. Sreedharan was the CMD of the Cochin shipyard and commissioned MV Padmini in 1981, the first ship built by the yard. Dr. Sreedharan was also connected with India's first metro rail project in Kolkata. Entrusted with the profound responsibility of designing, planning, and executing the Kolkata Metro, he emerged as a transformative force in Indian infrastructure. In 1981, Dr. Sreedharan started working as the chief engineer in the Southern Railways and became the general manager of Western Railways in 1987. In 1989, Dr. Sreedharan became a member of the Railway Board. In 1990, Dr. Sreedharan retired from the Indian Railways, and in the same year, the Government of India made him the chairman and MD of Konkan Railways. Under his supervision, the first major project in India under the Build, Operate, Transfer mode was completed. Despite daunting challenges and challenging terrain, the entire project, enclosing an area of 760 kilometers with 93 tunnels and 150 bridges, was completed in just 7 years. In 1997, Dr. Sreedharan was made the MD of the Delhi Metro Rail Corporation. Delhi Metro became the template for all other metro systems built in India, like Lucknow Metro, Kochi Metro, and has inspired cities like Jaipur and Hyderabad to embrace metro rail networks. The Delhi Metro stands as an iconic exemplar for metro systems across the nation and a crowning achievement of Dr. Sreedharan's legacy. Dr. Sreedharan was appointed by the then UN Secretary General to serve on the United Nations High-Level Advisory Group on Sustainable Transport in 2015. In 2001, he was honored with the Padma Shri by the Government of India. In 2002, he received the award for the Man of the Year by the Times of India. In 2003, he was given the title of one of Asia's heroes by the Time magazine. In 2008, he was honored with Padma Vibhushan Award. Dr. Sreedharan has also been honored with the Knight of the Legion of Honor in 2005, the most prestigious award that a civilian can receive from the government of France. In 2013, he has been honored with Order of the Rising Sun, Gold and Silver Star by the government of Japan. Dr. Sreedharan, the Metro Man of India, has shown how vision, dedication, and ethical leadership can transform a nation. His journey is a source of inspiration for engineers, administrators, and all who dream of building a better India. Being the only university of the country for the logistics and transportation domains, Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya is feeling privileged and honored to award Dr. Sreedharan for GSV's first ever PhD through honoris causa. May I now request the Honorable Vice Chancellor to come forward and present the citation earmarking his valuable contribution to the nation.
I have never felt proud other than now what I am going to read. By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Vice Chancellor and Chairman of the Academic Council of Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya, GSV hereby confers the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on E. Sreedharan in recognition of his outstanding and distinguished contributions to the field of transportation and infrastructure in India, and in acknowledgement of a lifetime of exemplary and dedicated service to the nation.
I request our Chief Guest, Honorable Shri Rammohan Naidu Ji and Honorable Vice Chancellor Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya to kindly confer the honorary degree on Shri E. Sreedharan Ji. I request all the dignitaries to please join. May I request the august gathering to join me in applauding and a standing ovation to Shri E. Sreedharan Ji for his remarkable achievements and lifelong service to the nation. I further request Shri E. Sreedharan Ji to grace the audience with his words of wisdom.
Distinguished dignitaries of the dais, students have graduated just now, their parents and relatives, ladies and gentlemen. I feel highly elated and proud to receive the honorable doctorate from this prestigious university. This is a great honor and a great recognition. I wish to thank the Vice Chancellor and the Chancellor and the court members for selecting me for this first award of this university. Thank you all very much. I'm aware I've been selected for this award basically for my role in various infrastructure projects in the country. But I want to place before you all these difficult projects, whether it's Konkan Railway, Delhi Metro, Kochi Metro. They're not being built by one person. There's a team behind it. And it is only because of this team help I was able to do it. Therefore, I received this award humbly on behalf of the members of the team who was behind me for getting all this done. I wish to congratulate all the students who have received their degrees today. I am also happy to see many of your parents and friends and relatives are also present here. I would like to share with them my own experience in coming up step by step in my career. What enabled me to come to this position? It is not merely technical degree or technical education, but much more than many things. I was listening to Rajmata's speech, and she mentioned one very important thing, that when you go out and work, you should be rooted in values. Rooted in values. This is a message I also want to repeat to you all. Coming to a position, getting a big salary, or having a big balance, that is not very important in life. But what sort of man you are, what values you have, what qualities you have. I have a feeling that most awards I have received, this is my 23rd honorary doctorate, and so many awards. These awards have come not merely because I have done these things, but the way I did it, the values I exhibited, what benefits brought to the nation. This is more important. My young friends, you had a wonderful career in this organization. It was a very protected life with people looking after you. You are now stepping out of the importance of this institution. I have to face many things, but have confidence. There are a few things which I would like to remember, and which I told you helped me in my own career, which you should try to cultivate. These values are basically, one is punctuality. When I say punctuality, it means not 1 minute late or 1 minute early. When I started at Delhi Metro, this was my watchword. I used to tell my people, unless you are punctual, you can't expect your trains to be punctual. You can't expect your work to be done on time. So have this value cultivated. And you know the result today? Yesterday I was checking up with Delhi Metro. They're running more than 4,500 trains a day. And the punctuality of the trains is 99.95%. See the punctuality. We are executing things to see that works are done on time. We used to run a reverse clock. I will not go in those things now. But the importance of punctuality, this you must cultivate. Any engineer without punctuality will not succeed according to me. The other thing is integrity. By integrity, I mean not merely honesty. It is honesty with certain values by which your honesty is proved everywhere, anytime. In our professional life, particularly engineers, there will be a lot of attractions. But you have to be absolutely honest. Take my own example. Most of the important infrastructure projects I took up were after my retirement from the railways. Why did the Government of India pick me up for the Konkan railway job, for the Delhi metro job, costing thousands and thousands of crores? Only because the government had trust in my integrity. This is very important. A third thing is professional competence. Whatever job you take up, whatever comes to you, you must be able to do it in a perfect fashion, well in time, and within the cost estimate. How do you achieve it? This can be achieved only if you know the job yourself very well. Any job, anywhere, any task given to you, you must learn that very well and master it. For you, now you come out of the institution, as somebody said, this is not the end of your education. Learning is a lifelong activity. Till the end of your life, you must start. Anything that you see, learn. And you must know it well. If you don't know it, you should have the decency to engage a person who knows it well and who can guide you properly. Professional competence is very, very important in any job that you do, whether it is metro, it's the railways, anywhere. And the fourth thing is the attitude in your profession. When you get a job or when you employ somebody by Chancellor or anyone, please don't look at it that you are working for a salary. Salary will come. You must see that this is an opportunity for me to do something for the country or for the society. That attitude is very, very essential. Anything that you do is not for yourself. It is for the society. If that attitude is there, you find your outlook, your approach, your attitude entirely different. Now, for all these things that I mentioned, as Rajmata mentioned, you must have values, you must have good character, very good character. You know that as children, we used to be taught the crown and glory of life is character. If you want to be really successful, you must have a very good character. That is pick up. There are very many things in life you have no control. You have no control in your complexion. You have no control in your facial picture. But you have control on two things particularly, on health and on character. For that, have good social knowledge. Always see that only the right is done. How to handle it. Ladies and gentlemen, if what I have told you today, if you are able to absorb and practice in your life, I feel my presence here has been really worthwhile, and I thank the Vice Chancellor for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your motivating and inspiring words. May I now request our chief guest, Honorable Union Minister of Civil Aviation, Shri Kinjarapu Rammohan Naidu Ji, and Honorable Vice Chancellor Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya to give the gold medals to the meritorious UG and PG students, the Outstanding Project Award, and the Best Graduating Student Award. I request all the dignitaries to please join. I request the registrar to present the names of the gold medalists.
I present to you, sir, the students who topped the respective program in sequence. BTech Electronics and Communication Engineering, Vivek Yadav. BTech Civil Engineering, Sandeep Patel. BTech Mechanical Engineering, Abhinandan Kumar Gupta. MBA Logistics and Supply Management, Rishabh Tripathi. MBA Working Professional Program, Suresh Rajendra Kumar. The award for the Outstanding Project 2026 to Mr. Durgesh Kumar Legha and Mr. Sandeep Patel from BTech Civil Engineering for their work on assessment of railroad ballast degradation under modified drop weight impact loading conditions using image-based morphological analysis under the supervision of Dr. Dinesh Gundavaram. The award for the Best Graduating Students 2026, Mr. Vivek Kumar from BTech Civil Engineering. I request all the dignitaries to kindly be seated.
I request the registrar to initiate signing of the Register of Degree Awardees.
Let the record of the degrees be presented to the Honorable Vice Chancellor for their signatures, please.
It is my privilege and honor to introduce our distinguished guest, Dr. Hemang Joshi Ji, the Honorable Member of Parliament from the Vadodara Lok Sabha constituency, elected to the 18th Lok Sabha in 2024. He holds the distinction of being the youngest Member of Parliament from Gujarat. His journey to public life is marked by years of dedicated grassroots engagement, people-centric leadership, and an unwavering commitment to nation building in line with the vision of Viksit Bharat 2047. Dr. Joshi possesses a diverse and impressive academic background with Bachelor of Physiotherapy and a Master's degree in Human Resource Management. He has done postgraduate diploma in labor practices and law and has completed his PhD on servant leadership. From an early age, Dr. Joshi demonstrated exceptional leadership qualities through his active association with the ABVP. He is also a founder member of educational institutions established through PPP CSR initiatives aimed at advancing rural education. These efforts earned the appreciation and blessings of the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi Ji. He has been recognized in the 2024-25 edition of the India's Fox Story Top 40 Under 40 rankings for his impactful leadership. He also received personal appreciation from the Honorable Prime Minister for Swachhata No Sanedo, a socially impactful Gujarati song promoting cleanliness and civic responsibility. He serves as a member of the Joint Parliamentary Committee on the Viksit Bharat Shiksha Adhishthan Bill 2025, a member of the Standing Committee on Education, Women and Child Development, a member of the Standing Committee on Youth Affairs and Sports, and a member of the Consultative Committee of the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. He is a chairperson of the Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha, Gujarat, and also serves as the state convener of the Special Intensive Revision Committee in Gujarat. His contributions extend well beyond national boundaries. He represented India at the BRICS Traditional Values and Cultural Forum in Moscow in 2024 and in Brazil in 2025. He has participated in high-level international dialogues on education, cultural cooperation, and public health. Dr. Joshi represented India as a part of the post-Operation Sindoor delegation for diplomatic outreach. Furthermore, he serves as a member of the founding council for the BRICS Literary Award 2025 and has been part of a multi-party fact-finding committee invited by the German government. We are fortunate to have Dr. Hemang Joshi Ji as an esteemed member of the court of our university. May I now request Dr. Hemang Joshi Ji, our esteemed guest, to enlighten us with his thoughts and wisdom.
So, good evening. First and foremost, our chief guest for the convocation, one of the young MPs I look up to, my elder brother, Shri Rammohan Naidu Ji. We welcome you in Vadodara. It has been my privilege to be able to hear Shri E, Sreedharan Ji in this August gathering, and I also got inspired as a student from his teachings on value-based character building. We have in dais our distinguished special guests, our Vice Chancellor Sir, our Chancellor Sir, who is also giving his blessings through video conference, pre-recorded video, and most importantly, my dear students who are going to get graduated from Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya. Many congratulations to all of you. And what a day it is while you are getting your degrees. On the same day, India has launched the first hydrogen-based train by Honorable Prime Minister. He just gave a green flag for our first hydrogen-based train on today. Sir talked about punctuality, and I was one who came late in this convocation. But that also because of I was accompanying our Honorable Chief Minister, Sir, for the inauguration of one of the railway station in Vadodara. And when I met Honorable Chief Minister, Sir, and told that now I am going to join students for this convocation, he also wished you many congratulations on your this day and achievement. Friends, when we get a degree, it is not a destination. Completing one course, getting a degree, it's just a milestone we achieve in our life. But what is important is how we utilize this degree, how we get the best out of this degree. That is very much important for us as a youth, because you are at the phase where India is marching ahead for Viksit Bharat 2047. Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya, me being a member of court, I sometimes get an update from Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir that how everything is going on. And when I just asked him that what is the position of us in the placements, he just told one word, it is 100%. अभी आगे तो हम क्या बताएं? मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि मेरे एज के सभी जो यंग फ्रेंड्स हैं, मेरे एज के, आपसे थोड़ा मैं एक जनरेशन ऊपर हूँ, पर उन लोगों के लिए मुझे थोड़ा बैड फील हो रहा है क्योंकि तब गति शक्ति विश्वविद्यालय नहीं था। और आज आप सब ये जो विकसित भारत के लिए एक जो कैटलिस्ट ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर सर ने जो बनाया है, जो लॉजिस्टिक्स और ट्रांसपोर्टेशन की दुनिया को पूरा ट्रांसफॉर्म करने की क्षमता रखता है, आप उस इंस्टीट्यूशन से पास होकर आप आज आगे बढ़ने जा रहे हो। अंत में मैं सिर्फ एक ही बात बताऊंगा कि अब जब मैं खुद कई कॉन्वोकेशंस का साक्षी रहा हूं, मुझे लगता है कि हमें एक अच्छा सा एल्यूमिनाई नेटवर्क भी खड़ा करना चाहिए। गति शक्ति विश्वविद्यालय के एल्यूमिनाई नेटवर्क से भी हम कई अपकमिंग जो हमारे स्टूडेंट्स, आपके जूनियर्स, उनको भी इस विकसित भारत की जर्नी में बहुत अच्छे से साथ में जुड़ पाएंगे। तो मैं आप सबसे अपील करता हूं कि आप अब इस इंस्टीट्यूशन से आगे बढ़ेंगे, पर बार बार मुड़ के इस इंस्टीट्यूशन को देखते रहिएगा और इस इंस्टीट्यूशन में, इस यूनिवर्सिटी में पढ़ने वाले सभी आपके जूनियर्स को भी कैसे वो और अच्छे तरीके से गति शक्ति विश्वविद्यालय की जो लर्निंग्स है उसका उपयोग करके विकसित भारत में अपना योगदान दे सके, उसके लिए आप सब प्रयासरत रहिएगा। अंत में सिर्फ इसी बात के साथ मैं मेरी वाणी को विराम देता हूं। जय हिंद, जय भारत, जय अनुसंधान।
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging words. May I now request the Honorable Vice Chancellor to introduce Honorable Chancellor Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya, Shri Ashwini Vaishnaw Ji.
It is my privilege to introduce our Honorable Chancellor, Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya, Shri Ashwini Vaishnaw Ji. As we all know, he is currently the Union Cabinet Minister for Railways, Information and Broadcasting, Electronics and Information Technology. He was elected unopposed to the Rajya Sabha in June 2019 and for a second term in April 2024. He represents Odisha and brings a very vast experience in government, entrepreneurship and public services. We all have seen tremendous transformation of railways, of semiconductor industry, of electronic manufacturing under his leadership. Today, as Honorable MP Dr. Hemang Joshi also mentioned, he is with Honorable Prime Minister, and the first hydrogen train and several new initiatives for railways, Amrit Bharat station were inaugurated, and therefore he regretted that because of that monumental work, today he could not join us physically. So he has told me to pass on his message to you, and that message is the students who are graduating from here are the future of India. And he congratulated all the students who are graduating today, wished very well for Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya. and is hoping that you will have a great life, great career, and many more contributions to the country. As we all know, every single occasion, whether in Parliament, outside of Parliament, he very fondly talks about Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya. He very fondly inspires and kind of directs. People who work with him know how strongly he follows up things. He ensures that we remain connected to the industry and the vision that is set, that is industry-driven university. We remain committed to that and do. Once again, on behalf of him, I want to congratulate all the students and wish all the very best in your life as you graduate from this university. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. May I now request the Honorable Vice Chancellor to introduce our distinguished chief guest, Honorable Union Minister of Civil Aviation, Shri Rammohan Naidu Ji.
It is our immense privilege and honor to welcome Shri Rammohan Naidu Ji, Honorable Minister of Civil Aviation, Govt of India, to this prestigious convocation ceremony. Shri Rammohan Naidu Ji is an esteemed and seasoned statesman currently serving his consecutive third term as a Member of Parliament, representing the rural and coastal constituency of Srikakulam in the state of Andhra Pradesh. With a deep understanding of legislative processes and a strategic vision for national development, he has consistently championed policies that drive sustainable progress and inclusive growth. His vast experience and nuanced grasp of the complexities of public administration make him a trusted leader and a key figure in India's political and legislative landscape. His academic background is very, very distinguished and complements his political career. He earned a degree in electrical engineering from Purdue University, USA, followed by an MBA from Long Island University. In 2014, he contested and won his first general elections at the age of 25, a move that inspired a new wave of youth participation in India's political landscape. His early start not only broke age stereotypes, but also underscored the importance of young voices in policy making. Shri Rammohan Naidu Ji is widely respected across political parties for the vigor with which he utilized his platform as an MP, contributing significantly to legislative debates and policy formulation. Over the past decade, Shri Rammohan Naidu Ji has been a prominent and active participant in several key parliamentary committees, including those on home affairs, railways, rural development, public undertakings, youth affairs and sports, tourism and culture, agriculture, animal husbandry, food processing. His extensive involvement in these committees reflect his comprehensive understanding for policy reforms. For his exceptional parliamentary performance, he was honored with the prestigious Sansad Ratna Award in 2020. MIT Young Exponent of Parliamentary Practices Award in 2025, recognizing him among the top performing MPs for his diligence and significant contributions to legislative business. In 2024, recognizing his extensive knowledge, experience, and proven track record in public service, Shri Rammohan Naidu Ji was inducted into the Union Cabinet. His journey stands as a testament to how young leaders can influence the political discourse with fresh perspectives and unwavering commitment to nation building. In recognition of his impactful leadership, he was named as WEF Young Leader Award, Young Global Leader in 2025. Widely appreciated for his dynamism, India's youngest civil aviation minister, Shri Rammohan Naidu Ji, has introduced several landmark policy reforms such as Bharatiya Vayuyan Adhiniyam 2025 and the Protection of Interest in Aircraft Objects Act 2025, ensuring a modern and globally aligned regulatory framework. Under his leadership, India successfully hosted the Asia-Pacific Ministerial Conference on Civil Aviation, leading to the adoption of Delhi Declaration and achieved a historic re-election to the ICAOA Governing Council with highest ever mandate. India also hosted IATA Annual General Meeting after 4 decades, reaffirming nation's growing leadership in global aviation. Beyond his professional responsibilities, Shri Rammohan Naidu ji is an avid proponent of sports. He has consistently advocated for the development of sports infrastructure and youth engagement programs aiming to nurture talent from the grassroots level. Every single time, sir, I met you, I have come back energized and deeply influenced by your vision, by your strong commitment to the global aviation sector, and in particular to making India as a leader in the aviation sector. May I now request Honorable Minister of Civil Aviation, Shri Rammohan Naidu ji, Government of India, to deliver the convocation address.
Today's guest of honor, most respected Metro Man of India, E. Sreedharan Ji, Vice Chancellor of Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya, Professor Manoj Chaudhary Ji, Her Highness Rajmata of Baroda, Srimati Shubhanginiraje Gaekwad Ji, Honorable Member of Parliament, the young and dynamic Hemang Joshi Ji, Secretary Ministry of Civil Aviation Samir Kumar Sinha Ji, MD CEO TASL Sukhran Singh Ji, and all the distinguished guests, dignitaries on the dais and in front of me, and the faculty members, dear students and all the proud parents, namaste and a very warm good evening to each and every one of you. It gives me immense pleasure to be here today at the fourth convocation of the Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya. At the very outset, I would like to express my gratitude to the Honorable Chancellor and my esteemed cabinet colleague and my senior member of the Union Cabinet, Shri Ashwini Vaishnaw Ji, for inviting me as the chief guest of this important occasion. Today, like everyone has spoken before me, he is in Haryana, inaugurating one of the path-breaking technologies that we are seeing today in the Ministry of Railways, along with the dynamic Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi Ji, which is the hydrogen train. We are probably the 5th in the world that we have started this technology. So it's a very proud and great achievement as a country in the way that we are moving forward in this transport and logistics sector. And today marks also a very important and special occasion also because the first ever PhD degree of Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya is being bestowed upon someone who represents excellence, integrity, values, which is our very own E. Sreedharan Ji. Sir, generations of Indians are inspired by your monumental contribution to India's infrastructural journey. From Konkan Railway to the metro revolution in India, your work has demonstrated that infrastructure is not merely about concrete and steel, but it is about connecting people, transforming societies, and building the blocks that are there for the future. And you have seen the aura and energy that he carries at the age of 94. It is truly a lesson for all of us, especially the youngsters of this country, on how to move forward in life. And you would have all gone through your classes, and you are graduating today. So almost 4 years of your classes you have finished. But I can proudly tell you that the 4 minutes that Sreedharan Ji has talked about and what he has spoke to you is much more than what you have learned in the 4 years of your classes here. That is the value that man carries with himself. He's not just an individual, but an institution, a moving institution, an inspiring institution in front of us. We are all inspired by your work. We all carry your words very, very strongly in our way forward, sir. Thank you very much. It is indeed an honor for me to present that PhD to him. And it is also indeed an honor for the Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya also. And now, my dear graduating students, this day belongs to you. My heartiest congratulations to each and every one of the 121 students who have received their degrees today. I am delighted to also note that the Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya students have achieved 100% placements this year. This itself is a grand achievement for all of us. This is not just a number that we are talking about. This is a reflection of the relevance of the education that is being provided right here. which is why I want to congratulate the people who stood behind you throughout this journey. It includes the person, the Chancellor Ashwini Vaishnaw Ji, the Vice Chancellor Manoj Chaudhary Ji, and all the faculty that is there here, all the support system, including your friends, your parents. I think each and every one of you, each and every degree that we have been seeing here has a story behind it. It is a story of sacrifice, it is a story of resilience, and it is a story of hope that this nation is going to carry forward. So it is a very special and emotional moment for all of you. So my heartfelt congratulations to all the students. And for the students, I can remember after seeing this convocation ceremony and you guys, I remember my college days also. Not very long ago, I have also graduated from Purdue University, USA, and then I did my MBA there. It reminds me of all the wonderful relationships that I have formed in my college. And likewise, I see here today, you would have also formed a wonderful relation with the other students that have been there with you. And in those relations, you would see that there are many of them which you're going to carry forward in the future also. And many of the relations are the ones who stood by you in these 4 years, who have challenged you, who have inspired you, who have celebrated the success that you have achieved. And it is your right to carry these relationships forward. So as you finish your ceremony and as you carry your degree with you, it is not just the degree that you will carry with you, but you will carry those relationships also. Use them in your life to form much stronger bonding. Use it to grow together as a much stronger person. So all the relationships that you have formed here, I want you to cherish them. I want you to strengthen them as you go forward. And now, for my speech to you, I would like to break it into 3 M's. And the first one is going to be about the movement. Every great civilization in history has been defined by how it moved. The Romans built roads that connected an empire. The British Industrial Revolution transformed by how they utilized the railways. The Japan revolutionized mobility through high-speed rail, and which is why the one fundamental truth is that movement creates opportunity. The wisdom is also strongly and deeply rooted in our civilizational thinking. In Rig Veda, it gave us a powerful message, Charaivati, Charaivati, keep moving, keep moving. Because as society, as we keep moving, we keep evolving. A nation that keeps moving keeps continuously progressing. And for decades, infrastructure creation was happening in silos. And a road here, somewhere a railway line, somewhere in a remote place an airport was being built. But then it all changed by the vision of our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, when he has created an ecosystem of the Gati Shakti, where all the transport systems communicated, collaborated, and complemented each other, and the Gati Shakti ecosystem was created. And at the crown of that ecosystem was the Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya. I remember in 2022, when through the Act of Parliament, the Central University was created. I was a member of Parliament then, and I was going through all the discussions. There was a lot of aspiration when people were discussing, the honorable members were discussing about this. It was one of its kind, a first of its kind initiative that was being done, and there was a lot of doubt also on how we are going to do this. But today, after seeing 4 years, the students that are here, and the facts that the Vice Chancellor has also put in front of us, I feel that today Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya is making our country proud by achieving much more than it was envisioned to achieve in this last 4 years. And the most integral thing of this in university is not just creating the individuals who are going to be industry ready, but on how the industry is participating in the curriculum itself, how the industry is participating in teaching itself. I think that is going to be a game changer on how we look at education, not only in Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya, but all the universities across the country. This is going to be a new change that we are going to see. And today, Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya has proven to us that this challenge is accepted and this challenge can be converted into a reality. So that is the great contribution this university is giving, not only to the sector of transport and logistics, but to the whole country in itself. Today, if you look at transport and logistics, it carries up to $200 billion value in the country. More than 14% of GDP contribution is coming from this sector itself. So it is very important for us to understand that this transport and logistics sector is going to drive the momentum, is going to drive the future of this country. And it is very important that in which direction we need to make it move is very, very important for us to always keep driving it in that good direction. And the vision of PM Gati Shakti, as we have moved forward, we have achieved a lot of success in this also. And one success that I want to place in front of you, how in 2014 we had a system of 74 airports in the country. Today we have a staggering number of 165 airports in the country. No other country in the world has created an infrastructure of airports at the speed at which India has been able to create. And the success story of aviation is not just the things that have happened in aviation. The success of aviation is how the railways have also picked up speed, how the road transport network has picked up speed, how the ports and airports are being connected today. So it has been a complete ecosystem drive that has picked up in the last 12 years that we are seeing the movement in the country today in terms of transport and logistics. And in my engagements with the university also so far, I'm really delighted that GSV has chosen the right model of convergence of innovation, industry and institution. I witnessed GSV's MOU with Airbus, which also our people who have spoken before me have talked about. Airbus establishing Center of Excellence for developing sustainable aviation fuel, and also pleased with GSV's MOU with Safran to develop next-gen MRO workforce, and also happy to see the programs like BTech in Aviation Engineering and MBA program in Aviation Operations and Management finding place in this Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya. This is all a win-win, creating a win-win scenario for the aviation sector and for the industry, and we are all seeing the multiple opportunities that are going to come in the future itself. And as we speak here today, if you want to know the strength of our aviation sector, in the next 1 minute, 3 passenger aircraft would have taken off in the country, and in the next 1 hour, our airports would have handled more than 50,000 passengers in the country. It is a very big figure that we are talking about, and which brings to me to the next M, which is the momentum. Today's India's civil aviation sector is moving with unprecedented momentum. The momentum to carry requires skilled professionals like you. And let me say that MRO network in the country itself. And as we were doing it, as we were trying to progress in the manufacturing sector also, I'm very proud to say that here itself in Vadodara, we have the example of having the first Make in India. We have made it a reality also. It is a great moment for our country having that done here. And in Karnataka, we have the first private sector Airbus Tata H125 helicopter assembly happening right here in the country. HAL has completed the first test flight of civil helicopter Dhruv NG. And we have witnessed multiple other achievements in the last 2 years. Mahindra and Airbus helicopters MOU to build H130 main fuselage. Adani and Embraer coming together to make a regional transport aircraft. NAL successfully completing design of 19-seater Saras aircraft. NAL also designing the 2-seater trainer aircraft, which is the Hansa 3NG, and HAL and Russia entering into an MOU to produce the SJ-100 civilian aircraft. Safran's largest engine MRO also coming to India and setting up shop in Hyderabad. So this is the momentum that has been created by the movement that we have made in the civil aviation sector. And this is all creating opportunities for you. As we are trying to expand our ecosystem, as we are trying to spread the footprint on just not creating the airports and just not having the flights operate in this country, we are looking deeper into the MRO network. We are looking deeper into skilling and training our youth of this country to work in this sector. And we are also looking at very strongly manufacturing ecosystem, setting up manufacturing ecosystem in the country. And as we take this momentum forward, we need to globally compete also. Those standards also are very, very important, which is why the collaboration between DGCA and Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya is also a landmark initiative. Within 4 months of signing the partnership, a harmonized curriculum for aircraft maintenance engineering has already been developed, and I would like to urge Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya to continue strengthening their partnership with institutions across the aviation ecosystem, and we are going to be a proud partner with the GSV continuously together. We have seen the contribution that GSV has made to the sector in just the last 2-3 years itself, and we feel as we go forward, GSV is going to be an integral part and a very strong partner in how the aviation sector is also going to move forward in the country. So through this platform, I would like to extend my complete support from the Ministry of Civil Aviation to the Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya also. Now with this, the third M that I want to talk about is the mission. The mission that we have in front of us is the Viksit Bharat 2047. We want to see our country as a developed country by 100 years of independence. And it is not just the task of our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, or just the government there, or the CM here, or the government here, or certain individuals who are handling certain posts. The Viksit Bharat 2047 to become a reality in the country, it has to be the mission and it has to be the goal of each and every citizen of this country. We have to imbibe that goal in everything that we do until we achieve it. And that is going to be very, very crucial for all of us. And a moment when India is becoming one of the largest economies in the world, and when we are becoming one of the most trusted partners in the global world, I think we are very much lined up to become a developed country by 2047. World is looking towards India today. World is investing in India today. And the world wants to collaborate with India also today. And the responsibility of taking India forward rests on all of our shoulders here today. Remember when Dr. Vikram Sarabhai dreamed of India's space program, India had very limited resources at that time. And when Sreedharan Ji also wanted to transform the infrastructure and transport landscape, there were many challenges which he would have faced at the time, which felt almost impossible. But now today, we are in a better position of taking our country forward and providing them with innovative solutions. So with these possibilities that we have, we need to strive to achieve the greatest targets and greatest goals. So it is important for all of us to remain curious, to keep learning, and because the world is also changing at a much faster rate than we are expecting, artificial intelligence is transforming the way we look at industries, the way we are looking at the world. Automation is also changing the way we are looking at the workplaces. Sustainable technologies are redefining the whole technological movement that we are seeing, and new forms of mobility are continuously emerging. So there is a lot of scope for innovation that is going to happen. So one crucial thing which Sreedharan Ji has also mentioned is that how do you keep yourself engaged in learning continuously? The one fact that we always keep ourselves restricted to is that once we achieve the degree, we feel that we have learned everything that we need to learn. It is just that using all the things that we learned into execution. But somewhere you always have to remember, no matter what kind of degree you are possessing, no matter what kind of time you spent in each and every university or the college that you have gone to, the process of learning is eternal. The moment you walk out of this, you should not forget that there are things, much more important things that you will continuously learn. So learning has to be an eternal practice for each and every one of you. And with the shifting and the changes that are happening in the world, it becomes more and more important for us. And I would also like to tell you that you have to carry the spirit of Gati Shakti with you wherever you're going. You have to keep continuously moving, keep learning, and keep innovating, because it is very, very important for all of us to see the developed India that we all want to say. For that, it is very important on which direction we need to take. So remember the 3 M's that I've talked about. One is the movement, one is the momentum, one is the mission. Movement, momentum, mission. Movement is the direction which you want to take. Momentum is the speed with which you want to move. And the mission is trying to achieve your goal. See, your life, our life, everyone's life is like a book. Till now, you have come to this stage, we are graduating in a university. You have passed multiple chapters in your life till now. And many of the chapters have been assisted or written by many other people also. You had the help of your parents, you had the help of your teachers, you had the help of many mentors, you had the help of your friends, family members, everyone trying to guide you in these different chapters that have brought you till here. But this is a very significant moment as we go forward. Because from now on, you will be given the complete responsibility of writing the chapters in your life. From now on, you have more individualistic capacity on deciding how you want to write it. And you are going to go through multiple chapters also. You've just begun writing the book right now. And your chapters are going to be somewhat long, somewhat short, somewhat difficult, somewhat easy. But as you go through these chapters, you always remember that you're moving forward, You're gaining momentum as you move forward, and you're achieving the missions that you want to set forward to. So that is a very important lesson that I have learned, and I want you also to move in that direction. And I would also like to say to you that today you have education as a powerful tool. And today the kind of country we have, the India, the way we are progressing, we have lot of opportunities also coming. But always remember, as you move forward in your life, one important aspect that you always have to focus upon is to have a healthy body and a disciplined and focused mind. That is going to be the greatest asset that you're going to create for yourself. So as you move forward, as you change through environments, as you change through jobs or professions or different kinds of situations, you should always keep your mind and body constant in the way that it is healthy, it is focused, it is disciplined, and it is committed to do. That is where you have to train yourself into creating that asset for yourself. That is very, very important. And our Honorable Prime Minister always has a lot of faith, lot of confidence in the youth of this country, especially the Gen Z that is going to come up. So if you are seeing the cabinet minister becoming at 36 in this country, you can imagine how much faith our Honorable Prime Minister has in the youth of this country. He has given one entire sector to be handled by a 36-year-old. So that shows how much commitment our Honorable Prime Minister has in the youth of this country. So which is why I would like to give you 3 points which our Honorable Prime Minister continuously talks about. One is innovation and enterprise. We have to be continuously innovating, and we have to be enterprising in our nature, which is exactly what Sreedharan Ji has also mentioned, that don't restrict yourself to the job that you're doing. You have to imagine many more things on how the value that you are going to create is going to be enterprising, and how can you come up with new ideas, and how can you innovate. We talk about Make in India. Make in India is not about creating that valuable product which is going to be the best of the world in the industry or in the factory. Make in India is about creating that invaluable mindset that is going to create the best products in the world. And that is what India needs today. It needs those invaluable mindset which is set to create the best global products in the whole world itself. And that is where we have to come forward and take up that responsibility. And the second thing Rajmata ji has also mentioned is to be rooted in India's rich cultural legacy, heritage, and the values. And while we are rooted in our legacy and values and our culture, we have to aim for the global best practices and global standards. India should be seen as one of the best, having one of the best global standards. So as you look global to become the best, we have to be strongly rooted in our values and our culture. And the third important thing is embrace the spirit of nation first. It is not what the country is giving to you, but in whatever you do, you just ask the question, what can I give back to my country? That is the most important thought that you will carry forward as you are stepping out of this university, taking the degree. So it is very important for all of you to realize there is a huge expectation on the youth of this country to make this country one of the greatest nations ever that we would have seen. And it is our generation that is going to see that happening. So it is very, very important for all of us to realize it, to embrace it, and to commit ourselves to that responsibility and take this country forward. And today I'm very proud to see that you're going to become the alumni of Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya, and I feel that that itself is going to give you a lot of confidence as you go forward and as you step into the industry. And always remember that you're going to be the brand ambassador for that. So keep that respect as you go forward, keep that momentum as you go forward, and I wish you, each and every one of you, the very best. I congratulate all the students once again, and my best wishes to the parents that are here also. Thank you very much. Thank you for making a part of this wonderful ceremony. God bless all of you. Thank you so much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
We express our deepest respect and gratitude to our distinguished chief guest, Honorable Union Minister of Civil Aviation, Shri Rammohan Naidu ji, for blessing the occasion with his thoughtful address and visionary guidance. Now we move to the oath-taking ceremony by the graduates. All recipients of all the degrees, please rise for the oath. I request Professor Pradeep Kumar Garg, Dean, Executive and Continuing Education, to come forward for administering the oath.
Please repeat the oath after me with awareness. I pledge that I shall be scrupulously honest with every thought, word and deed, and in the discharge of my duties. I shall honor always the knowledge, wisdom, and values inculcated in me by this university. I pledge to devote my knowledge and skills only towards the well-being of the citizens of the country and of humanity at large. I shall uphold always the dignity and integrity of my profession, university, and nation. Thank you.
All the recipients of all the degrees, please take your seats. May I now invite Honorable Vice Chancellor Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya to present memento to the Rajmata of Baroda, Her Highness Srimati Shubhanginiraje Gaekwad Ji, as a token of our deep affection and lasting remembrance. I request the Honorable Vice Chancellor to present memento to our distinguished guest, Dr. Hemang Joshi Ji, as a token of appreciation for being a part of this momentous convocation ceremony. Now I request the Honorable Vice Chancellor to present memento to our distinguished guest, Shri Samir Kumar Sinha Ji, for being a part of this ceremony. May I now request the Honorable Vice Chancellor to present memento to our distinguished guest, Shri Sreedharan Singh Ji. I request the Honorable Vice Chancellor to present memento to our guest of honor, Shri E. Sreedharan Ji, as a gesture of gratitude for being a part of this prestigious convocation ceremony and now being an esteemed alumni of GSV. May I now request the Honorable Vice Chancellor to present memento to our esteemed chief guest, Shri Rammohan Naidu Ji, as a humble token of thanks for blessing this momentous convocation ceremony with his presence. May I now request the Registrar to initiate the closure of the convocation.
May I now request the Honorable Vice Chancellor to declare the convocation closed.
I declare the fourth convocation of Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya closed.
Distinguished invitees, colleagues, and dear graduates, please rise for the national anthem and remain standing till the academic procession leaves the auditorium. जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मावादिशम् ऋतमवादिशम् सत्यमवादिशम् तन्मावीत् तद्वक्तारमावीत् आवीन्माम् आवीद्वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः
Our heartfelt congratulations to all the graduates who have received their degrees today, to their proud family members, and to everyone who has supported and encouraged them throughout this journey. I request everyone to kindly be seated. We wish you a great success and happiness as you step into a new phase of life. Thank you all for being a part of this memorable occasion. I request everyone to kindly proceed for dinner. Thank you so much.